Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new series that I'm extremely excited to do. I say new, but it's new for me technically. If you don't count the "Am I the Asshole?" basically just being the same thing. But it's D&D horror stories. Yippee! It's also not new in the sense of the fact that everybody else has fucking done this. I'm the most unoriginal fuck, you know. But once again, I'm joined by my great friend, Evan.
I don't know why he calls me friend. I've been dating him 2 years.
I'm just gonna stare at you until you tell them that you...
No, that's not true. I am not dating you. Stop looking at me like that.
This is your fault, Evan. Now you're gonna get stared at for the rest of the video. Bro, you just blew a kiss at me. I give up. Well, anyway, into the first one. This one's a doozy. TM wants me to play underage elf. How are we starting so far, Evan?
Well, she's actually at least 80 years old, so she's not underage.
Yeah,
Right.
elves are kids until they're 100 years old. Shut the fuck up.
We do not support Lolicon in this server right now.
We do not support that type of shit. 18 is the limit. What? What? No, being 80, what? Is fine.
No, because she's an elf, so that makes her a kid.
Yeah, but like,
It makes her a kid, doesn't it?
you know, I don't even know the logistics of that confuse me.
Because think about it.
Yeah, but it
If
also
they look like a kid,
the DM manual also says that maturely they age the same. So wouldn't 18 still be
no, but it's still considered that they're underage to their species.
to their species? Yeah, but the thing is, then by their species, 100 would be the age limit. But
Shouldn't they only start drinking at 100?
you gotta remember, elves are very like into themselves. They're entitled.
They're inbred.
They're not inbred. What the fuck? Anyway, let's read this anyway. This story makes me giggle really, really hard each time I think about it. Honestly, NSFW marker just in case, you know. Okay, looking good so far. This video might get banned.
I know I'm gonna say, but I can't say it. Can't say it.
But it makes me giggle too. If you can make them giggle, you can make their booty cheeks clap and jiggle.
How'd you know?
Bro, I remembered the word giggle, and then you were like, "Oh, I want to say something I can't say," and I knew that's what he was on about.
Yeah.
So all stories start online. Discord. This was really early into my D&D exploration, and I was still around 14 to
First
15
mistake.
at the time, and I was joining D&D TTRPG servers here and there. Most of them were empty and honestly really amusing. Definitely a first mistake, especially at
Using
14 to
Discord?
15.
Using
Using
Discord.
Discord?
Like, bro, no. I only started using it like 16 years old.
Bro, I only started using it. Like, I had it when I was 16, but I didn't use it.
No, bro, it was the thing of you stick with your friends until you're at least 16, 17 years old.
Well, anyway, I posted an ad in a server stating my age. I'm a girl. And that I'm new, looking for a hand-holding DM that may mercy on me. At this point, the only dice I've ever rolled were on Baldur's Gate. Yes, corny, I know, but I was bored. It was around last year summer break, so what did I have to lose? And my D&D itch was itching bad.
Your virginity. That's what you could lose.
I'm getting banned. I'm
Yeah.
getting banned on YouTube.
Because, no, what your problem is you shouldn't have made your age so public. But it's good that she said it.
It's good that she said it, but like, it's Discord.
Also saying a hand-holding DM, no, you're only going to get pricks at that point.
Yeah, and then it's the main fact that she admits she's a girl.
Yeah, never say that.
Okay, so if you're a girl and you're trying to get Discord on, if you're trying to get D&D via Discord, my suggestion is say, oh, my mic is real bad, can I just text and lie that you're a dude?
Or you could say, hey, I am a man, I am a dude, but I have a very feminine voice due to low testosterone.
I'm sorry, that was.
What?
I don't know.
It's a valid point.
It's valid, but I'm just finding
But
it
it's the
funny.
thing, especially if you're underage, there's too many creeps on Discord. You have to agree there.
Yeah, but the problem is the fact that she was on Discord in the first place. I'm not saying that she can't be on Discord. It's the fact she's looking on Discord.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, let's get into the video. I got a friend and message request. It was a DM who said I was perfect fit for his campaign. New players welcome. I was ecstatic because at this point I haven't even rolled a dice, and almost all ads I saw for our campaign were 18 plus. So I thought this was a godsend. I was wrong, like really, really wrong. So I just feel bad for her.
Now, I have to say, it's a thing of, if you're noticing that a lot of the professional shit is 18 years old, there is a reason. There is a very big reason why.
Yeah, because D&D can often be sexual. I mean, that's the whole, like, the classic, brothel and shit like that. The bard, just the average bard.
The average bard tries to seduce dragons.
Yeah.
Like, we had a... Like, what did we have in our campaign, Brandon? Do you really want to say it?
Draximus Maximus.
Not only Draximus Maximus. Boom.
Let's
skim over that, because we
let's-
can't really say that on YouTube. What he got arrested for, especially.
we get chatting. Oh, don't forget actually what your character's backstory is. We cannot say that.
He's
said it
innocent.
earlier. You said it earlier in the video.
He's innocent, though.
He is innocent. He just grew up in a very poor life. We get chatting and I start asking about the campaign, and I was using a Castlevania profile pic at the time, expressing how I wanted to play as an iteration of Strahd maybe, or someone like Cazador, cause the party was leaning towards evil and murder hobos. Yes, I was going to have my first campaign around a bunch of murder hobos. Oh no.
I feel detrimental for you.
We have one of those.
We have a plot stealer.
Yeah, we have one of those. I'm sorry. It's okay. We have one of those.
Every campaign has at least one.
Yeah, my other campaign has one. His name is Jin. He literally skinned the dude alive and wore skin.
I thought you were that.
No, my character's just supposed to be like an asshole.
Did you like me, really?
My character's just undead. The Castlevania peak, but like
I like Castlevania.
saying that your very first ever character you want to play an iteration of fucking Strahd.
That is true.
For a first time character. Ah, come on. I personally want to play a vampire myself. It would be really fucking cool. I've never.
Lifesteal?
I don't even know fully how the vampire class
if you use
works,
a vampire,
or the vampire race.
If you bite someone, you take.
Yeah,
lifesteal.
I know. Like, I have stuff like that, but like I've never, as I've said, played them or anything. I just, I haven't even checked it out. I need to check how yeah. We were playing a homebrew game. Oh, I think a homebrew game. I think. Or maybe a one-shot DM found on D&D Beyond. Oh! I don't remember because the following next messages excited me at the time. It was a literal red flag standing in my face, blaring in my ears to start running. I really wish I knew. He said he made a character for me. Oh!
You never let the DM make a character for you, because that takes out the entire purpose of making your character. The reason
That just takes out. Okay, I'm trying
the
to interrupt.
fun.
No, it's not even takes out the fun. It is a big part of the fun, right? But it takes out the main important thing that you'll literally see always being said: player agency.
What he's done is take away all leeway you have as your character, because he will know that character more than you. So if you try to say something out of character, he will correct you.
That's why he responded around a day later after I posted my ad, and I was really excited because I was a total noob. I'm not gonna lie, right?
It seems like he's taking advantage.
Yeah, he's taking advantage. But listen, in terms of a DM giving you a script, it's not entirely like something that shouldn't happen, but it's like majority of the time, it's like, it's a limited reason on why it should happen, right?
Like, some people like to do the, like, oh, you're doing an orphanage reunion type of story, so everyone's character know each other already. You have to add that to a new character.
Okay, but like, okay, so I want to run a campaign. I haven't run it yet, so there'll probably be changes. But I want to run a campaign that's more so story, like focused, right? And when you look at like your average story, like, like if you're watching an anime or something, like Dan the Dan, for example, the characters in the party get introduced over time. So
Yeah.
I want to run a campaign like that where the party like will get introduced over time. Of course, I'll make it quick, so it will probably all be in the first 2 sessions. The point being, I want to run a campaign that's a bit, something that I probably shouldn't do. No, it's never been good to do something like that. Introducing your players,
Yeah.
like separately, is a bad idea. But the main reason that I want to say this in the first place is the first character that would actually be a big plot, like the main one that kind of like the Luffy the monkey of the plot, like not the main character, but like the mainish,
Catalyst. He's the catalyst.
the one that like gets the entire group together type thing,
Catalyst.
the one that follows the story of pretty much. I kind of already made up that he's like his backstory was kind of already made up, and he all his personality is that he's weird and anxious. But it's like 50-50 on that. Like it's only the backstory really that was made up,
But you
and
can also let someone else choose that.
And
to choose to be that.
and the player can do whatever they want to, like with that character. And to be honest, I was probably gonna just DMPC it and you kill them off at some point or something. But like, yeah, that's my plan, right? The she was a level 3 high elf cleric. I don't remember the god. She was a healer type and had little to no offensive spells. I thought she was cute like Marcial, cause she was blonde and blue eyes, and figured I'd take inspo from Delicious in Dungeon.
Did you say blonde hair, blue eyes?
Yeah.
He's made her a bimbo.
He's made her an Aryan race.
No, he's made her a bimbo. You don't know the bimbo.
Yeah,
specialty.
bimbofication. Yeah, I know. I was invited to a private server with 5 people, a text channel for general off-topic for the campaign chat, and voice chat for D&D. I was a bit shy because I've been told that I sound like a prepubescent Russian boy. So she could have gotten away with faking the gender. Description by one of my close friends, and they said that the campaign was starting this week on Friday. Okay, perfect. So close friend is in the campaign. Okay, I'm confused with that. I open the general chat and get blasted with porn.
You know, I'm not gonna say I have been in a similar situation.
Everyone on Discord has.
My mate introduced me to a group of furries, and when I opened
That's enough. Everybody
Yeah.
gets it.
yeah,
Like a lot of it. Goon slop AI art sometimes rating women. Ew. And I was an edgy little kid who thought I could handle this. I'm 16 now. I'm not sure what I'm on about here, and stuck around. I feel bad for this girl and wanna like invite her to
Get
our
on here.
campaign. Get in our campaign.
Get in here.
But like,
Can you stop licking my drinks, you weirdo?
I feel damn ass cat. Come on, Whiskers, get off the drinks. But like, is it that just me, or like whenever I'm reading these D&D stories, I feel bad for them and want to like make a campaign for them and stuff. You get me? Like I want to actually introduce them to what's good D&D. You get me?
You don't want her near it.
Yeah. I learned the characters I would be playing with. DM sent a lot of AI feet and furious corn pics.
Why is she just
Orc barbarian orc. Huh?
Let me read.
What's the point in saying orc twice? Orc barbarian orc. You want to read it?
Sure. And let me see what. Where is this?
Up the top.
Oh Jesus. Oh no, she's pretty much saying it's classic orc. being a barbarian.
I think they're trying to say that they're going to call them orc from now on. More edgy kind of guy, making cartel jokes and sending gore like Pain Olympics, all that. Also openly started talking about extreme BDSM with me.
So, pervert.
So he's masochist. Or sadist, or whatever the fuck the word is. Sadistic, yeah.
A sadist.
Probably both. It's okay. People can watch like gore stuff and all. It's perfectly fine. I think it's weird, but it's
no, you're allowed. It's just fucking creeps me out.
Yeah, but it's the problem is making that your entire personality and talking about BDSM to a kid.
It's not only that. It's like, you know there's a kid in your server. You know this. You were told this. And you do this. You talk about the cartel around a 15-year-old. That's sickening.
Wizard, I don't remember how he was like, other than he mentioned that my character would be a good apprentice for him and how she was quite a cute lolly.
What did I fucking say to you?
Maybe
what
he could teach her some things about the body instead of magic. He specified his wizard was a DILF when I asked if he was like Strahd's age. She is a thing for Strahd. A lot of girls have a thing for vampires, so like it makes sense, whatever. Paladin, for a paladin, wow, was he good at committing crimes against my character, specifically against her. Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Wait, no. So you're telling me I was right by saying we do not like...
It was obvious.
Lollies.
It was obvious. Yeah, repeatedly saying how she could fawn over his and let him bring her around back somewhere to have some fun touch time. So it seems like this entire group just wanted a girl to take advantage of.
Sounds like this server is full of... What was his name? Was it Liam? What was his name?
Orion.
No. From our remember the D&D horse story we had?
Oh, James. Ah!
It's him! 5 times!
Fighter. He learned that I drew because of my social links on my profile. Man, are you stupid? It's the fact... Okay, listen. It's not even the fact that you linked your profiles. It's the fact you have them on public. And ask me to draw his guy as a little artist starving for validation. I did as told, a little doodle, only to have him criticize it on the spot. And I quote, he said, I thought you would be better.
What would I say? Oh no, I can't even say this shit. I would have said it at her age. I would have returned away. I thought you would look better and taller at your age.
Bro, as someone who does art myself, especially for D&D, I never really receive any proper praise, but I don't receive anything bad, right? It's more just like, oh, that's cool, and that's pretty much it. And it's like, I don't care. I'm not asking for praise or nothing. I'm not begging. Evan doesn't agree. He thinks that he glazes me, but he doesn't.
What did I start this video with?
I don't know.
The 2-year thing?
My cat just scratched his finger off because he's swinging her toy around in the air. And she jumped at it.
It didn't actually hurt.
Yeah, no, 'cause she just nicks.
What are you doing?
And I quote, he said, I thought you would be better, yeah. Anyway, campaign day rolls around and we were sitting in voice chat waiting for DM and I started asking around about them. I express I'm 14 to 15 and they are all 19 to 22 and above. Why I did not run is beyond me. The campaign never happened, by the way. They ended up just doing their own thing and one of them invited me to a Minecraft server with lots of swastikas and penises around the base. Average Minecraft server for someone that's under 14. Bro, these are 22-year-olds, man. What? I am not clean of any sins here because I actively participated and leaned into the play and didn't say anything because I was stupid. I've grown to learn not to do that. You're a kid.
You're a kid.
You're a kid.
Man, you can't be to blame.
I dread to think that I would have ended up like if the game actually happened. I'm in a good group now that takes care of me. I'm kind of like a little daughter or a niece to one of them, and I'm quite happy. That little end coming didn't make me happy, but it's like, whatever.
She's probably over 18 now.
No, she's 16.
No, I'm just saying this. You literally can't be in the wrong here. I don't care if you literally said, take me, for fuck's sake. You're a kid.
Mm.
You literally cannot be in the wrong, other than you were young and dumb. Everyone has made them mistakes in their life. Just some don't have the brains. You actually copped on later and left.
The fact that she didn't even really leave, it's the campaign didn't start.
True. And she even said it there. God knows what would have happened if it actually did start. What would have happened to her?
Well, if she sees this,
Video.
if she sees this, I'm sorry for what happened to you, and even though you have a really good group now, I think we would accept you in ours.
We would. What's our group called?
The Epic Gamer Bros.
Yes.
Epic Gamer Bros versus the world.
Yes.
Which
yes.
is Scott Pilgrim reference.
Um,
That sounds so cringy, but it's a backstory to it.
Well, assuming that Mossy is the best character, I don't need to say
Here's the backstory to the group name, right? So, in our school, we had a table that we'd always go to, right? And as a fucking joke, like, literally out of irony, we named it the Epic Gamer Table. So, when we, like, made, like, a group together, I think it was me. I think it was me. I just jokingly called it the Epic Gamer Bros. And then when we made like a server together, instead of a group on Discord, I was like, oh, we have to give it a good name. And at the time, I was like really interested in Scott Pilgrim, so I just named it Epic Gamer Bros versus the world. If we're ever to make anything else again, like a Snapchat group or something, we have to name it Epic Gamer Bros Takes Over. Or what's the name of the spin-off? Scott Pilgrim Takes Off or something?
Takes off, I think.
Yeah. Well, anyway, on to the next one.
Player says, I'm allowed to cheat because my character is a wizard.
Okay,
Stupid
before
opinion.
we even get into that, can we just talk about like how stupid that is?
Yeah.
You're allowed to cheat because you're a wizard. Isn't like a level 20 wizard class arguably the strongest? Like there's a reason their AC and their health is so shit.
They're a glass cannon.
Yeah, it's because like a level 20 wizard is like next to a god. They can mimic a god's powers.
It's like this, pretty much. Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
We love casting spells.
Like, or the most iconic D&D meme. What is it?
Doors.
Fireball.
Oh, fireball. Sorry, I was thinking about how we can't get through a door.
No! The DM put a too hard puzzle in front of us. We can't get through it.
It
What
was
is
made
the
for a
puzzle?
2-year-old.
An unlocked door.
Oh no, not the unlocked door. Remember, we faced the unlocked door.
Yes!
We had
he
to get a
wasn't
player.
locked.
He literally retconned the door was it was living because we wouldn't get past it. So he retconned it that it was a living door, like it had a soul in it, like the wood carver or whatever. And one of our players buried it. That was pudding. We love pudding. We miss pudding.
Alright, let's get back into the... Let's get right back into the news. Long time lurker, first time poster. I run a D&D 5e campaign with some friends. I have known for a long time these friends. It's a small group, 3 regular players with occasional guest players. The campaign is well into year 2. Homebrew setting, but fairly strict to 5e rules. I put out a primer at the beginning of the campaign, allowing 1 or 2 small things from Critical Role, and the statement well-established home rule setting items. Spells such as from Critical Role must be approved by DM beforehand. Don't show up with a subclass I have no book for the day that you level. Enter the player. The player is a good friend of mine. He runs some other games that I'm a part of. I would never go so far to say that he is a problem player, but he has some tendencies that make him difficult to manage and entertain. He has a bit of epic main character complex.
Oh, we got one of them. We got one of them.
Yeah. If the player isn't overpowered and winning, then he gets frustrated and uninterested. So what's the point in playing? At times he forgets what the purpose of D&D is, to experience the story, not to win at D&D. We've butted heads several times on balance issues, and the player will tie up my time and hold up the game until I side
With him.
to make his wizard more powerful.
Yeah.
The previous was about comparing his wizard blade singing with a druid's wild shape. I explained to him in simple terms
Be a fucking druid.
that while magic is in nature, neither one of them is the result of a spell. Therefore, dispel magic would not affect either of them.
Mm-hmm.
They argued and took up half an hour of our already short 3 hours. Sounds similar.
Yes, it sounds similar. I was about to say that.
The druid wild shape should be affected by dispel magic, but not blade singing. If you want to say one magic should and one magic shouldn't, you're both wrong. Either they're both not affected or they're both affected.
It depends on the type of, like, how the magic works and all.
They even said neither of them would be affected
Yeah.
by dispel magic because it's nature.
Yeah.
Alright, don't get me started, I know, is what the person says. The latest one that just got me fuming was a petition to allow Widogast transmogrification from Critical Role.
It's a type of spell, I'm pretty sure.
I read it carefully, considered the advantages and drawbacks, and made my judgment.
I think it's so in campaign 2, the Mighty Nine, there was a character, I forget his name, played by Liam, the one that played Vax.
Yeah.
He homebrewed all of his spells, I'm pretty sure, because they were all supposed to be personalized only to him. It was, I could be wrong, he was a sorcerer, and it was supposed to be like, yeah, so the magic came directly from him, so he made a deal with Matthew Mercer to allow him to, like, make his own spells, pretty much. And yeah, so that's what I'm pretty sure that is.
The player said that for roleplay purposes, he'd like his human wizard to change into an elf. How far are you into the session? You cannot just
Change your race.
Unless you're a changeling that has that ability.
First of all, it depends on how far you're into the race, and second of all, it depends on what you've done.
No.
Like, if you've done something that only humans would do, like if you've been in a dark area and couldn't see because you don't have dark vision and all that, because then that's all just fucking ruined, right? And then it also depends on why you're changing. Assumably, they're a wizard, right?
Yes.
They're changing into an elf. Their intelligence is going to go up. That's what I'm assuming. They're doing it to get higher intelligence.
Yeah. I explained that per the spell description, he would lose human traits and gain elf traits.
Okay, never mind. It's the spell, so I was wrong on where it comes from.
That means his character would lose his free human feat and skill.
Yeah.
Very fun. Right? The point of conflict, the player insists that there's no way race change would cause you to lose knowledge. Yes, it would. You get a smaller brain.
It's like you're changing. Okay, it's not race change. Like, because I know I'm gonna get a comment or something about these calling us racist or whatever. It's not race changes and he's changing his fucking skin color. It's race changes in like, imagine a dragonborn turning into a fucking kobold.
Exactly.
It's not.
I'm a kobold. Like, naturally they're not strong.
And that's just like the natural law of, like, D&D. Like, when you're polymorphing into an animal, it has to have a specific intelligence, or else you're an idiot inside even though it's your head inside of their body. You're an idiot. You don't maintain your memories and shit.
You aren't Arthur, and Merlin isn't changing you to a squirrel type shit.
Well, anyway.
Alright. I countered this with 2 points. First, he claimed that This was for roleplay purposes, so why is he getting hung up on mechanics?
So in that case, I'm guessing this is what the OP is gonna say. So in that case, just say you're a fucking elf. You don't get any of the benefits or de-benefits.
Okay. Second, this causes balance issues. Once per game year, you can just change races and collect traits. So pretty much what he's trying to do, he's trying to get all the all the elf traits.
No. I don't
and
think he's
keep the
trying to.
human.
He could be trying to do that, but that's just a DM saying that he could do that.
No, that's what he's saying here. He says he wants to gain the elf traits and keep his human traits, and then he's going to do it every year where he's going to collect them pretty much.
But thinks he's Thanos of the D&D.
Once per game, the player's mask slipped at this point. His response, I forgot to say. Once per game, you could just change race and collect traits, which is practically cheating.
Yeah.
She says this to him. The player's mask slipped at this point. His response was, "Yeah, it's cheating. It's called magic. Magic is cheats. With enough magic, I should be able to do just about anything." Not wrong. Magic is cheating in real life. But this isn't real life. It's a game with set rules. Okay. At this point,
You know what? You know what's also cheating? Someone being so fucking mad they take no damage. What else is cheating?
flying.
Flying. Someone having the ability to change into a fucking animal. Someone making a deal with a fucking god to get magic. Someone making a deal with like a patron to get magic.
Someone being able to play music to charm anyone and beat a man with their words with vicious mockery.
Someone being able to well, that's all magic, but whatever. Someone being able to fucking sneak. Like, the sneaking is fine. It's the fact that you do extra damage from sneaking. That's not how it works. If you're stabbing someone in real life, you're just gonna do the normal damage of stabbing someone.
Okay. At this point, I was frustrated and just wanted to move on. So I offered this: either use the spell as intended and as described, or use it purely cosmetically. Your character casts
that's what
a
I said.
spell and becomes an elf in appearance,
Yep.
but permanently. You can't change it. Cannot be dispelled. No other traits change. Just for the sake of my sanity, the player refused. I abruptly ended the conversation, and that's where we're at. I kind of don't want to DM anymore. I'm not looking forward to the next game. I kind of want to kick him out.
Kick him.
But then his spouse will quit. You're married? Jesus fucking Christ.
I hate those. Oh.
And the game will fall apart.
Yeah.
Basically, if I want to continue playing, I have to give the player what he wants every time he feels like he's not winning.
So this is a situation where the win, it's you probably have to lose.
You have to.
Right, because everybody's been there. I've been there. You want to kick one person, but you feel like it's gonna, like, you know,
And friendship.
end the entire campaign pretty much, and the friendship and whatever. So what I would do in your situation is when he started being a bitch, right? You had that entire conversation. He said, "No, I'm not gonna change cosmetically. Leave it. Whatever. I'm a human." I just say, "Okay, done." Like, clear, angry as fuck.
No. He said, "I don't want what you're offering," because she said, "You're keeping your human traits, but you're going to look like an elf." And he said, "No, I want the traits of an elf as well."
Yeah. So if he said that, doesn't matter what he says. To be honest, if he's disagreeing with you, he's not just going to fucking comply. What you want to say is simply, "Okay, fuck off then," right? Just simply say, "Okay, whatever, moving on," right? Don't give him anything. If he changes it himself, you kick him, right? At the end of the campaign, at the end of the session, sorry, you can text him one-on-one, talk to him one-on-one, and basically say to him, "Hey, I'm the fucking DM. You do what I say, or you get the fuck out," right? And in this situation, he has, once again, two choices. He's going to cop the fuck on. Maybe don't say it like that, because that's very aggressive. Don't be like, "Oh, I'm the DM, I have control over you," right? But like you basically do. You say to him, like, it's
You're
either
sucking my fun out here.
you're killing the fun of everybody. You're making me want to quit and blah blah blah. So you either cop on or you leave, right? And if he chooses the option to leave, and everybody else leaves,
Him and his spouse.
him and his spouse, and then that screws everything over. You're down on players, or everybody else leaves, or whatever. So what?
You'll find more friends.
Yeah, the great factor of D&D is the fact that somehow, despite it being so small, everybody's everywhere. Like, you can get multiple people to play. I mean, there's people on this app that would literally say, "Oh, hey, come play with us."
Yes.
I mean, we literally said
You
that
go
in our
onto
last
D&D
one.
Beyond. They literally have a thing on D&D Beyond.
That's
that
the whole
shows
point
open
what
games.
D&D Beyond was
You
made
can
for.
find sessions.
That was what D&D Beyond was made for. Like,
And I just have to say this: if his spouse leaves because her partner is being a prick, let them leave. Let them leave. I don't care. They're just showing that they're being terrible people, right? I'm not saying they're a terrible person in general. I'm just saying they're being intentionally dense. You're intentionally being dense. You're ruining the game.
you disingenuous dense motherfucker. Anybody that knows Dark Flipper,
right,
you.
the thing is, he's playing this like he's playing Baldur's Gate, where he wants to get all overpowered to
Yeah.
win the game. He has to realize,
It's not Baldur's Gate, yeah.
It's a team game that is supposed to be fun. Like, the DM's job is to keep the monsters that their party is fighting on the same level as the party, right? Am I right there, bro?
Yeah, it's just as simple as that. There's no more to it. So
No,
anyway,
there's no more. Let's get
on to the
next
next one. Okay, I'm gonna read this one because I like the sound of it. It brings me home, right? Makes me feel in life. Yeah. So Pickney's attempt to hijack a D&D game led to them nuking their own Discord server and blaming us without telling the DM. Myself, my partner, and our man of honor. I like that.
Does this have the whole groom's party?
Yeah.
What's next? The bridesmaid as well?
Myself, my partner, and our man of honor. I've been playing D&D for quite some time, though various game groups, mostly online as he lives overseas. We had been involved with a Discord group that had different games rotating on a weekly basis with plenty of room and availability. Thinking this was a dream come true, we got integrated and chatted with many of the players who seemed quite amicable and friendly. Amicable? I've never seen that word.
Let me see.
Amicable?
Amicable. Yes.
Amicable, yeah, okay, never
Sorry,
mind. I've never seen that wrote down, that's my bad. Our DM was hosting a campaign he had been working very hard on, and as we all sat down, he laid out the rules for allowing people and character scenes to go uninterrupted. If you are not involved, we are verbally agreed to respect the story and not hijack it. Over the 2 sessions we had, clearly was not followed. One of the group, a young woman who was very outspoken, well, we'll call her M, seemed determined to make the game about her own character. Like, okay, this is gonna sound sexist as all hell, but why is it often the women?
No, I've seen a lot of men do it.
No, like
same,
men do it.
But
But like,
a lot of the times.
no. When I say what I mean by that isn't how it sounds. What I mean by that is
The pick-me's?
No. Listen. You never really hear about women in D&D, but when you do, it's always they've been around a problem, which I feel sorry for them. Like, you know, it's sad, especially the sexual problems, like the one that we read at the start of the video. But so it's either they see the problem or they are the problem.
Yeah.
Like the amount of stories I've seen where women are just like, they're weird.
I seen one of a guy dealing with a pick-me, right? She knew he was married, but like she kept like trying to put their
I think I've
characters
seen
together.
that one, yeah.
I'm just gonna say, if you do not like our videos personally for D&D horror stories, there is another man I'd like to shout out.
Go shout him out.
Luke Goblin Marketplace.
He loves Luke Goblin Marketplace. I don't blame him. Luke Goblin Marketplace is good.
But I can't wait to rewatch this video when I get home and download it.
Yeah, he's gonna download it so he can listen to it 24/7. I've lost where we are. M was involved intimately with the main NPC's plot, seemed to know everything both IC and OOIC, so in character and out of character, and already positioned herself as the leader of the team without consulting the rest of the players. Normally this does not affect me, as I am more comfortable in a Lancer type role narrative wise. That's very relatable. I wonder why do
I feel like that?
why do I feel like I've seen this happen to me before?
Why do I remember something that I don't think happened to me?
Maybe because it happened. Well,
Maybe
anyway,
it happened.
what made this an issue was how M and her clique,
Cliche.
I don't know what that fucking
Cliche?
means. Cliche, yeah. Quickly began taking over everyone else's scene, cutting in during important character moments, and even begging the DM for romance scenes immediately after my partner and I were congratulated for a well improvised dialogue scene. If the campaign did not revolve around her specifically, she would often be found talking over people and cracking very inappropriate jokes mid-speech, destroying the flow of the game itself for her own amusement. It definitely made our trio feel a bit uneasy. Emma had a history of backseat GMing, metagaming, and has been reminded by the group to wait for many other campaigns, as we'll find out later from the group. I'm smiling and laughing so hard because this is literally what we've been through. Like, everyone's
Who would
freaking out.
do that?
Who would do that?
Oh my god! Scandalous.
Scandalous. I've never seen this before. I've never heard of this.
Who would do such a thing?
All of this came to a head in the second session after the fourth straight time being interrupted mid-moment in the two sessions. I had to break character and heatedly tell the cliche that there was no reason to be disrespectful, as their moments had gone uninterrupted, and all we ask is for the same courtesy to be extended to us. This caused a shift at the table as the three of them suddenly got very quiet. I don't think it's cliche. I think it's supposed to be like, I don't know what it means, but I think it's supposed to be like her group or whatever.
Click.
I've never heard that before.
You've never heard clicks?
No. Cause he's talking about how like they all went mental when he said that the three of them suddenly got very quiet. Yeah. Well, the DM and two others sided with us. One of our group C had a bad panic attack because of the tension, to which I apologized profusely and called, "Oh no, I'm having a panic attack over something that doesn't involve me. It's just because the tension at the table." Shut up. I'm sorry. As someone who literally has panic attacks, shut up.
Jesus Christ, grow a spine.
Which I apologize profusely in the call.
Well, you're a bigger bitch for
no,
apologizing.
I don't think they're a bitch for apologizing. I think they're like, yes, I don't think they should have apologized, but like I could see them like feeling bad and just wanted to move on.
No, I know. I was sorry. I apologize for that. But it's a thing of, I don't think you needed to apologize for stating what you feel.
Yeah, but the problem is the fact that you apologized twice, because it says here in brackets, as well as privately through DM.
That's twice now, man.
Before we finished the rest of the session, I approached the trio afterward, laying out my issues and stating that I needed to stick around for at least one more session before I decided if the campaign was a good fit for me. I asked hold up, I have a sneeze. It's not coming. Oh. Or whatever. Them in their scenes and promptly left the call. They remained quiet and seemed uninterested. Said they were pulling their own campaign for the time being to reevaluate our course of action. 24 hours later, our group got alert by C that we would be banned and our campaign notes deleted in 1 hour. She had just found out and wanted to warn us. So they speak out about how they feel about a bitch. and because this bitch is clearly it's a woman, right? And they said that's pick me. I don't see. She hasn't really said anything about how she's a pick me, but I'm assuming that's just supposed to be like stated. Oh, hey, that's a part of her personality, and that's why the people like her, right? I'm assuming these 3 people that like her are men. Maybe that's what the clicky means or whatever it is. It's supposed to mean that they're interested in
If
her.
there's an E at the end, it's click.
Yeah, I think it means that they're interested in her. So obviously they.
It's just a group of people with same hobbies. A click. Like emo is a click.
Oh. Well, I think my point still stands that they're interested in her. So when they were upset that she got yelled at, so they had a panic attack and all this, and had to kick the group for basically standing out and saying, hey, I don't like how you're doing this.
They're not only kicking them, they're banning them. And
They're banning them
their
and
notes.
deleting all their notes. Yeah.
So what they're doing is trying to fuck them over and giving them an hour to actually get all that notes is
No. They didn't have.
shite.
No, they did have an hour. Sorry, they deleted in 1 hour. This sent my partner and I into panic spiral. Some of these campaigns had been in the works for years. So it's their notes. It's their notes. It's not that campaign that they were in. It's their notes that they were gathering in the group. But we frantically tried to save as much as we could while alerting the others. Everyone, even the DM, waited and called to demand an explanation, and not only were we ghosted up until the ban, but when pressed by the DM, she simply pointed to her channel note, claiming safety was the reason for the ban. This is a fact I dispute, as if safety was the case, I would be the only one deserving of punishment for my outburst, one that even my friend, as well as the majority of the group, had said publicly apologized for in call. Time passed, and ultimately we were kicked without explanation and told our campaigns would be permanently deleted. What followed was a migration of players to our server, who as of this moment have moved the main campaign to us and cut those 3 out of the story for good. Luckily, most of our notes have been salvaged, with only a few pages of lore lost for my own campaign. Thankfully, we will be back up and running in a few weeks. So that's how a narcissist attempt to hijack a D&D game led to them nuking their own server.
Fucking clap that there.
So this was a good ending, because everybody was able to recognize how fucked that was and join OP.
Not only how fucked it is, it's the fact, hey, by the way, we're going to give you a day to get your notes.
A day? No, they talked about it for a day, kicked them a day later. They had an hour to get the notes.
No, that's the thing. It would have been alright if you just didn't want them there anymore because they hurt your feelings, right?
Yeah, but at least say that to them. They were told second hand, because they were all in a group saying, oh, we gotta kick them. They're like witches in a group together, saying what they have to do instead of actually telling them. So their friend in that group, came out and said, oh, hey, they're planning on kicking you, grab your notes quick. Like, oh man, is that not weird?
Yeah.
It's the classic mentality of like, we're all strong because we're a group.
Group mentality.
Yeah, I'm just happy DM won pretty much, right? I'm happy for, or not DM, sorry, OP. I'm happy for them. Well, anyway, on to the last one, I'd say. Yeah.
Okay, for this story, I'm going to be reading comments with Brandon right after, because this is a very interesting story, because it's so fucking dumb. No dice D&D. The DM didn't use dice. Overall, the story idea was great, had back rooms, homebrew type feel, had creepy monsters, but we couldn't roll for anything. Every combat was just him deciding if we win or not.
Ooh.
What?
I'm a writer. I write a book. And
we can't carry more than 2 items at once.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is weird. He has gone the whole fucking shitty backrooms games, hasn't he? The 2 almond water thing. Okay, whatever. More of an RP focused thing. No, it's not, because even RP things that you roll takes away a little player agency. Takes all
a lot of player agency.
Stop saying little. No, it's a lot. But it gets worse. I complimented one of the NPCs to try to get them to help us. I just said something like, "That hat looks really good on you," just for the sake of getting him to like us. And the DM literally said, and I quote, "Stop trying to fuck all my NPCs."
You have a nice hat, let's fuck.
Like, seriously. We then get into a boss fight not too much later, and he says flat out, "We can't kill it," and he would smite it if we give up one of our arms, which reduced our carry capability to one item.
Is that for all players or one person?
One of our arms.
It says one of our arms, so I'm assuming it's every single player.
I think so. The game is practically not even playable anymore, but we press on hoping it'll get better. Hint hint, does not. We get into a room that's full of corpses. I have a demonic type race that can eat corpses, and I ask if I can eat them through the corpses. He says no. Doesn't even let me try. I ask him if I can move them. He says no. I ask him if I can use my weapon to chop up their limbs to make it easier to move. No again. Every single thing I try is strapped no without even letting me try. Edit. I left after the second session when I communicated that I didn't like my player agency being taken away. He banned me from the server. My friends stayed for another 2 sessions hoping it would look up. It did not.
So that was only the second session he left.
Second session, he said, "I don't like the fact that my player agency is being taken
Gone.
away from
Yeah,
me."
there's no player
And
agency.
instead of, no, he said I left. No, you didn't. You got kicked out, banned. You didn't leave.
Pretty much, yeah, because the
did not
DM
leave.
was being a prick.
Okay. Let me just say this phrase. When OP had to come out and say that he got banned, but he still was trying to be nice saying I left, no you didn't.
Okay, so listen. The start of it, no dice, just made me think, oh, that's it, no dice, it's funny, haha, what the fuck are they doing, right?
Flip out a coin, usually.
Flip a coin or some fucking shit. Well, like, what's happening, right? So he wrote a story that had to go his way. In his head, he thought, oh, fuck, the players can do stuff. So let's remove the player's agency. Then later on, he was like, he was like, oh wait, they can have items that can also give them player. Let's remove that.
2.
So let's make it down to 2 items, so they have to hold in each hand. By the way, what about size of items or anything? Can they hold like?
No, just 2.
Just 2. So size doesn't matter. So it's like, you're holding a bag of holding. Can stuff be in the bag of holding?
Just 2. Not even in your pockets. He literally just says 2 at most.
That's just weird. It takes away player agency completely, and it's like, it goes nowhere, like absolutely nowhere.
It just leaves you kind of like screwed, because then there was a big bad, and he said, you know what, I have a story where they lose their arms, one of their arms, so I'll not make it impossible unless they agree to lose their
That's assuming
arms.
it's just one person that has to lose their arm.
I think it was OP
I
because OP was saying shit.
Yeah, it's either it was one person and he was hoping for OP because he was saying shit, that or he had a storyline where someone had to lose an arm, or the third option, which I think it is he was saying that everybody in the party has to lose an arm here. He was thinking in his head after the first session, oh no, people being able to carry 2 items is too much. I don't know if y'all can hear me cash go mental because of this food. But anyway, it's just weird. Do you want to read the comments?
Yeah, let's read some of these comments.
Where do y'all find these people? Lamo was the first one with 33 likes.
Yeah, it is a bit weird because I don't think there's, like, I'm a writer, but I've always wrote books that have multiple endings.
Do you want to know the problem? The thing about D&D is, like, in life, you're always going to meet bad people, right? And the thing about D&D is D&D kind of forces you to show your inner self.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, you'll find the assholes easier if you play D&D with them. I'm not hearing why anyone is still at this table. I would have got up and left as soon as I couldn't roll in battle. Yeah. The second I'm playing, I
And it's
can't
on
roll.
call, remember?
Yeah, the second he's like, oh, by the way, on session 0, not even the first session. By the way, I'm doing this so you can't roll. That I'm now out. Like the second he says you can't roll, I'm out.
No, you couldn't even roll for anything, bro.
Did they roll their ability stats? No, point by manual.
No, I think it's a big thing as well. It's like OP just complimented one NPC so they could get a friend. Like,
That's
and
crazy.
And he's like, stop trying to fuck with my NPCs. She said you have a nice hat,
Oh, you
my
have
bro.
a nice hat.
Bro, if I go out and compliment
Hey,
the
how are you doing? You look good today.
the fuck?
Whoa. Alright, he caught on to my flirtatious
No, like,
introduction.
Imagine everyone thought like he does. Imagine he's going down the road and someone goes, hey buddy, nice jumper. Get away from me, you creep.
Starts running, yeah.
Like, bro.
I mean,
Wrong.
everyone knows that the easiest way to someone's heart is through their hat. That doesn't sound right. Then the comment on that is through the abdominal wall, up behind the ribs, grab, squeeze, pull. Hence the aphorism, the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Diceless TTRPGs are a thing, but the guy that sounds like a shitty DM, why exactly are you still playing with him? I'm not Lamau, I quit after 2 sessions.
You didn't quit, you got banned.
Like, okay, I've never seen a diceless TTRPG. I'm not saying they don't exist,
I have.
but they shouldn't, right?
Now, the thing about it, right, and I'll explain this. No dice TTRPGs can be fun. The thing is, it's more story based.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
can see
also, everything is still up to chance to a certain point. You see how he's just not even letting them choose? He, in a usual no dice, he will explain what's going on, then he'll say, does anyone want to do anything? Then he'll grab a coin and go, you know what? Because you have a advantage in this, I'll let you flip 2 coins. And if you get 1 heads, you win.
Yeah, but here's something else. It's clear the DM just wasn't explaining why for anything, because this comment right here, did he give any explanation for your inability to shift the corpse, or was it just video game? Those elements are not interactable logic. It was just, no, you can't do that. And when I asked why, he said, 'cause I say so and I'm the DM. Yeah, that's either a frank conversation or an immediate walk away. You don't put up that nonsense from a DM. This goes back to what I said in the previous one where I was like, oh, hey, you're the DM, they have to do what you say. This is taking it too fucking far.
Remember, D&D is all about balance. Like, as the previous person said, when they're having a problem player, it was because of the power imbalance. That's why they were constantly arguing.
This is what I'm going to end it on. I'm sorry to interrupt, actually, continue.
No, go ahead.
This is the final thing that I'm going to end it on. You straight up didn't even play D&D. I agree.
Blatantly.
That was not D&D at all.
And no.
That was a whole new game that just followed D&D's like idea.
Right. I just have to say, D&D is balance. DM needs to know, hey, I have power. But remember, players also have power.
It's okay.
DM needs to shut things down, and players need to have agency.
You know the voice actor of Optimus Prime?
Yes.
He told I think it was his brother, that he was going for an interview to do, play Optimus Prime. And his brother was like, oh, what's his character like? And he was like, oh, I'm a leader, and blah, blah, blah. And his brother said this to him, and he said this in an interview. He said, well, if he's a leader, he's strong enough to know, he's powerful enough to know when to be gentle.
Yes.
So that's
Optimus Prime.
It's like the true way to be a good leader. It's like you can see it in other leaders like Captain America and all. It's knowing when to be gentle.
It's also knowing when to take advice.
Yeah. It's like you're not always like even
you're not always right.
Yeah, it's like you see that with Captain America and all.
He will take advice. He will take orders if needed. It's not a thing of he's like, do what I say and do it without questions. He's like,
it's also another thing.
It's
also another thing of what are you leading? You're leading the people. Your job is only there because they're there.
What this story came off to me was a blind man leading the blind.
Yeah.
Because they were going along with this man after realizing he's a dick.
Yeah.
And I understand,
Two sessions in at least.
no, like, I understand you're hoping that he will change. But, like, after him literally getting so, like, aggressive with you when you just said, you have a nice hat, you should have been,
Yeah, out
nah,
right there.
you're a prick.
So the legend of this story is if you're playing a game that involves dice and it no longer has dice, you're not playing the fucking game. So thank y'all for coming. Goodbye. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.